Good morning.
Morning.
Today we are not going out. Obviously we still have lockdown restrictions and the weather's not the best, so we thought we would stay inside. With Easter coming up, we would try and make hot crust buns.
Excited. I've never made any before, so this will be, quite interesting.
Essentially, hot crust buns are a enriched bread bun with sultanas in and spices, and then they have kind of like a dough cross on top of them. So we've got to work out exactly how we do that. Obviously, because it's bread based, I think it's going to take a little while to do all the proving and baking and things like that, but we'll see how it goes. Let's get on with it. Okay, so ingredients wise, to make the buns, we need 500 grams of strong bread flour. This is our lockdown bread flour, which is why it's not in your standard kind of packet. This is all you could get in, I think, the first or second lockdown. 1 teaspoon of mixed spice. We've got allspice because that's what we could get. 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. We need some fine sea salt. We've got 110 millilitres of whole milk. And we'll need 220 mils of water, 75 grams of butter. Hopefully we've got enough. Then some golden syrup, 25 grams, 7 grams sachet of dried yeast. And then we need 160 grams of sultanas. So we've got a really big bag. Then it does say mixed peel, but neither of us like mixed peel. So we're just going to put some orange zest in to hopefully kind of get that citrusy flavour. And then 1 egg. And then we just need, afterwards, we need one little egg. Then afterwards, I think we just need some more things to do the crosses, and then they're sort of glazed as well, just to give them a shine. But let's work on the bread first of all.
Yeah.
And then we can get onto that. Okay, so first of all, we need 500 grams of the bread flour in our slightly too small a bowl.
Yeah, we should really buy a new bowl.
Hopefully we've got enough.
You're not going to go over. Oh. Yeah. Yes. Oh.
Then we need 1 teaspoon of mixed spice or allspice.
It does smell really good.
Smells strong. And 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. That seems quite a lot, but I think we're making 12 here, so hopefully that'll be all right. Into a pan, we're going to pour the 110 millilitres of milk and gently warm it through. Then we're going to add 210 millilitres of water. 75 grams of butter, and we'll gently melt that in.
So now we're going to add the yeast to our wet mixture. Hopefully we got it down to like a lukewarm temperature.
Yeah, I think you've got to do that so that you don't kill the yeast.
Yeah.
If it's too hot, it'll just completely kill them. So we stir that in, and then Izzy's already made a well in the middle of our flour and spices mixture. And we're just going to pour that in, then add a little bit of salt.
Yeah, just to season it. So I'll just put it in the well. Try not to spill it everywhere.
I think we definitely need a bigger bowl. So we're just going to quickly add our salt to the mixture. Now the yeast is sort of mixed in a little bit.
And just mix that in a bit. So it looks like it's coming together nice and smooth. And I guess in a minute we'll either roll it out or just flatten it out, and then we can put in all these sultanas.
It's coming together as a nice smooth dough now, as you can see.
Let's have a look.
That looks pretty good.
You can just like see all the spices in there.
So now we're just gonna flatten it out, sort of like a pizza.
And get all the goodies in. Like a pizza.
Gonna, instead of putting the orange peel in, we're just gonna put some orange zest in.
As you can see, we've zested the orange. It's looking good. It's looking good. So now you're going to mix it all together. Knead it, sorry. And distribute all the sultanas and orange zest within it. So now it's all distributed in the dough. And now we're going to place it in a nice clean, slightly oiled bowl. And then we'll cling film it and leave it for 1 to 2 hours.
Okay, so it's been about 1 hour and 45 minutes. Has the yeast worked?
It has!
I think it has.
It's doubled. It looks perfect.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, definitely
Okay,
impressed.
so now we've got to turn it out onto a floured surface, which we've got here.
It always seems so sad. Hopefully it will just come out. Perfect.
Look at that.
There's a little bit in there.
So just knock all the air out of it.
It feels quite satisfying.
You're having fun there. We know how to keep you amused. And then we've got to kind of cut it into 12 pieces.
And then do it into 3.
And then each of those into 3.
Try and get an equal. Just organising them on the baking trays. And then in a minute we'll put a tea towel on them and leave them until they double, it says, but we'll see. We'll give you an idea of time later. Okay, so now we're going to make the dough for the white crosses on top of the hot cross buns. So we've already weighed out 15 grams of the oil. They recommend sunflower oil, and then they recommend 60 ml of water. And then I'll turn this on, and then we need 60 grams of plain flour. Just mix in with my little baby whisk the batter, so it will hopefully all come together, be like a bit of a paste, I guess. So now it's all mixed. Matt's going to put it in this little bag.
We don't have a piping bag, so we're just going to put it in like a sandwich bag and snip the corner off, and hopefully that'll work.
Hopefully that'll do the job.
Right, we're just going to egg wash these now.
Make them all golden.
Right, this could be a disaster.
The fun
just
bit.
going to try and snip the corner.
Hopefully it works, but they'll just be their own beautiful, unique crosses. It's quite a thick consistency. Oh, that's pretty good. I think it's actually pretty good. Here's our final hot cross buns so far before we put them in the oven. I'm very proud of you. Look at
I'm
that.
quite pleased with the way the crosses came out. Hopefully when they cook.
Considering we don't have a proper piping bag, that's not bad.
We're going to cook them for about 15 to 20 minutes on about 200 degrees Celsius.
Good luck.
Now we're going to make our glaze. to glaze the top of the hot cross buns, and that gives them that kind of slightly sticky thing. So we've got 25 millilitres of water.
Yeah, just
and
here.
then
25 grams of sugar.
Okay, so we're going to put our water into a pan with our sugar, a teaspoon
of
golden
syrup.
syrup, and then how much lemon juice?
A teaspoon again of lemon juice. So we just got a fresh lemon here with his new gadget. Perfect. Okay.
Right. Let's see how they are. Oh, not bad. Look at those.
They smell
Wow,
amazing.
They do smell amazing.
I just love that golden sheen on them. And in a second, we're just going to put this glaze on we've made and brush that on and then leave it to cool.
Now it's just time for the finishing touches.
Let's have a look.
Just a bit of this glaze that we've made.
They're going to look so yummy.
They do look pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with these. Let's
Yeah.
hope they taste as good as they look. They even sound tasty. Can you hear that? Before we try them,
Yeah. Look at them. They're pretty good. We put it on a nice plate for you.
look at that for presentation.
Exactly. So there's quite a lot here.
So we had 13 altogether, a baker's dozen.
A baker's dozen. Yes.
And the glaze looks amazing.
Look at that. I think that just like adds the finishing touch to it, doesn't
Yeah,
it? That's
definitely.
what kind of makes a hot cross bun. That like sticky, gooey flavour. So we'll try one in a second.
It's time for the taste test.
Yeah. Here it is.
Look at that. So we've just buttered it.
Yeah.
Nice and simple. It's there only just been in the oven probably half an hour ago, something like that. So Izzy, do you want to do
Okay.
the honours?
I'm going to try. We have cut it in half already and put butter on it. They're a little sticky.
That was a big bite, considering you've got to talk to the camera in a second.
Good?
Good?
Mm.
Does it taste like a hot cross bun you get from Marks and Spencer's, or?
Yeah, no, it's got a lot of flavour. With the glaze, or maybe it's the fresh orange we put in earlier. You really can taste the orange in this one.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to have a bite of this one. And then you can have a thought. But it's a good texture.
Yeah, you can definitely taste the orange peel in it.
You might need to try some of the...
It actually tastes like a hot cross bun from the shops.
Yes, it's good.
Yeah.
We recommend you giving it a try.
So this recipe was from Dalesford, and Dalesford is a really sort of high-end, posh, organic farmers or farm shop, I suppose, is the best term for it. It's out in the Cotswolds. We've been there a couple of times. It's absolutely lovely. And they just uploaded a recipe to their Instagram, so we use that. And I'm really impressed.
Yeah,
really good.
Yeah, it's really good. I recommend giving it a go for Easter, and cheers.
Cheers. So, Izzy, what's your review of the hot cross buns today?
They were delicious. I love the glaze on it. It just gives it that intense flavour and a lovely shine on them. Lots of raisins and sultanas in there.
No raisins.
No raisins.
Just sultanas.
Just sultanas.
But yeah, I know, I agree. I'm really impressed. They take a little bit of time. I don't think they're particularly hard to make. You've just got to follow the instructions. But you've got to have a good 3 to 4 hours all in all to make them.
Yeah.
I mean, we went out for a walk around the village whilst they were proving and things. So you can do other stuff whilst the bread's kind of rising. But
A success.
definitely a success. So we'll see you next time, and happy Easter.
Happy Easter!